Guinea Pigs 1 here. So today's video is going to be something a bit different. I wanted to share with you my paw prints for my pigs of the past. And I was just going to quickly show you each of them and talk a little bit about the pig or the bun that the prints are for. And if you have any questions that you want answered about the pets, just ask them down below because I don't want to make this video too crazy long. So let's get started. So these paw prints are done at my vet clinic, so the impressions themselves, and then they send them off to Peartree Impressions. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, they have a website. You can purchase the kits yourself to do them, and then you send them out to them to do the coloring and the lettering for their names and all of that stuff. Now these, for small pets, you really can only do them once they have passed away. So not to be disturbing or anything like that, but you do need quite a bit of pressure to get their impressions into the clay. So that would not be something you'd want to do for little pets while they're living. That would really hurt. I apologize if that sounds really creepy, but just wanted to let you guys know that's why I only have them for the pigs when they pass away. So here is Littlefoot. Littlefoot lived to be 5 years old. He was a male skinny pig. He was neutered. You'll remember he was Butter Pecan's best buddy, and he lived with a herd of ladies. So Littlefoot passed away last year. He was a really cute pig, really playful, always happy and cheery. Now beside him is Hobbes, and we got Kelvin. We'll talk about these two boys together. So they were brothers that I adopted when they were 6 months old, male skinny pigs. They lived together. Hobbes passed away, he was about 5 years old and 10 months. And then Kelvin passed away when he was 7. So both of them, just like Littlefoot, reached their senior years. Super cute, those two. And then we have Seymour, or Bun Bun. He was my only bunny that I had. He was sadly put to sleep last year because of cancer that was growing in his nasal passage, blocking his airways. He was such a fun, sassy, sweet little bun. And then we have Rudy. Rudy was a female skinny pig. It makes me sad still talking about Rudy because I wish she was here. So there was an incident when we did introductions where she accidentally got bit on her jaw and it broke and we had to have her put to sleep. So her passing away still traumatizes me, to be honest. So I really miss little Rudy Tootie. Next we have Ernie. Ernie lived to be just about 4.5 to 5 years old. Unfortunately, in his senior years, he got spinal stenosis, so a really, really painful back condition. And he was on pain meds, and he did go into heart/organ failure, so we had him put to sleep. He was a male skinny pig. He was gray with speckles all over him. He was super cute. And then here we have Barnaby. Barnaby was my very first male skinny pig. He was black with a little bit of orange on his nose. Super adorable, man. He was so tame. So Barnaby lived to be 5 years old and 8 months. So again, he lived to his senior years and he passed away from heart failure. Up here we have Nanaimo. So Nammy lived to be just over 3. Unfortunately, she had a really terrible case of ovarian cysts that was super serious. So we had to do an emergency spay for her, and unfortunately she did not make it through her recovery. I miss that little lady. She was a spunky little thing. And then here is Willy. Willy lived to be about 7 years old. We adopted him when he was already about 6.5 or more. So he had to come to our house because his mom and dad were moving overseas and couldn't take him with them. He was a blind senior skinny pig with only one eye. He was absolutely adorable. That guy was so fun to have. And then Butterscotch Ripple. Butterscotch Ripple passed away after getting a bladder stone removed. She could not make it through her recovery, sadly. It really sucked. We tried for months to see if she could pass the stone, but she just got worse and worse to the point where surgery was our only option. She lived with Bullseye, so if you remember back when Bullseye had his female buddy, that was Butterscotch Ripple. She was such a cute pig, really gorgeous, really sweet. Oh, I should say she was going to be 4 when she had passed away. Next we have Strawberry Shortcake. So she wasn't with us for very long. Sadly, she had a whole pile of things happen. So she got an abscess unexplainably under her neck, had that drained, and then she went on antibiotics and she went into full-blown stasis and bloat from the antibiotics. We got her back. And then she went right back into the bloat and stasis, and I couldn't save her. It really sucked. She was only, I want to say like 1.5 years old. So next we have Nook. Nook was another pig who was taken from us way too soon. I still don't really 100% know what happened with her. One morning she wasn't eating or drinking, so she did go to the vet for help, and she passed away within 12 hours. It really sucked. Nook was a gorgeous, shy Abyssinian guinea pig. Absolutely loved her, and it really sucked that she left. Next we have Grover. Grover was one of my original 6 male skinny pigs. He passed away just after he was about 4 years old. My arm's getting tired. So unfortunately he had a URI, so upper respiratory infection, which we treated, and at his 2-week mark checkup, he was doing awesome. And then all of a sudden, 3 days later, his lungs filled with fluid and he had to be put to sleep. It was very upsetting. And then Rugby. Rugby was my first piggy who passed away. He was about 3 years old. He had a bladder stone. We had surgery for him, but he did not make it through the surgery. It was so upsetting. I was really upset about that one. He was a really cute, spunky, skinny pig. So those are my piggies and my bun bun. So as you can see, there's a bunch of them that made it to their senior years, and there's I think it's almost about half and half. Half made it to seniors and half had either cancer or some sort of medical condition that took them away from us. So piggies are certainly difficult to take care of sometimes, because you have to deal with illness and loss and random things happening. But then you do get the piggies who make it to their senior years. So there's all our sweeties. If you want to know any more about any of them, you can ask questions below, or you can simply go back in old videos to look at them. Or on my Facebook page, go through pictures. I loved every single one of them. And even for ones that are really upsetting to think about, I wouldn't have changed it for the world having had them, because they're so special. Alright, bye guys.